Betaji, this one is question number 6. Uh, November 2253. Find the number of different arrangements of the 9 letters in the word activated. There are 9 letters. There are 2 A's and 2 T's. The final answer is 9 factorial divided by 2 factorial into 2 factorial. What's the final answer? Yan,
99720.
90720. Now part B. Find the number of different arrangements of the 9 letters in the word activated in which there are at least 5 letters between 2 A's. We know that there are 2 A's and 2 T's. There are at least 5 letters. First of all, we will draw the case when there are exactly 5 letters between 2 A's. Now we will make this one a group A to A, and there are 5 letters between 2A's. Now we will move this group, arrange this group in how many ways in these 9 positions. One position is already indicated. The next position is this, that is A is at the second position and it is at the second last position. Now this one can also be arranged in this way. So we have 3 possibilities to arrange this group of 8 letters in these 8 boxes. So there are 3 ways to arrange this combined box. We can arrange the first A with the help of 2P1 and the second A with 1P1. Now we want to arrange letters in these positions. How many positions are these?
7.
7 into 7 factorial divided by 2 factorial into 2 factorial. Now the condition is there are at least 5 letters. There may be 6 letters between the 2A's. So we will draw the case for 6 letters. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. In how many ways we can arrange this pink box in these boxes is 2. First position is indicated with the pink, and the second one is this, that is A at the second place and at the last place. So, in two ways, we can arrange this box of 8 into these 9 boxes into 2p1 for the first A and 1p1 for the second A. Now we want to arrange letters in these green boxes. These there are 7 boxes, so 7 factorial divided by 2 factorial into 2 factorial. Now there may be more than 6 letters between A's. A at this place, A at this place. Now there is only one uh, way to arrange this A and A with 7 letters between them. For the first A, we have 2 choices. For the last A, we have 1 choice. There are 7 letters between two A's into 7 factorial divided by 2 factorial into 2 factorial. What's the final answer? The sum of these three?
15120.
151200.
20.
20. Now, part C, 5 letters are selected from at random from the 9 letters in the word activated. Find the probability that the selection does not contain more than T's than A's. Now, first of all, before attempting this question, I want to revise the concept of repetition of letters in permutations. There is a word statistics. There are 3 S, 2, 3 T's, and 2 I's. We want to find out the probability that the 2 I's are together. First of all, we will find out all the outcomes in which 2 I's are together. These are total 10 letters. Two I's are placed in the first 2 boxes. Now the number of arrangements to arrange 8 single boxes and 1 combined box is 9 factorial divided by 3 factorial into 3 factorial into 2 factorial. We want to find the probability that 2 I's are together. Now these are the outcomes in which 2 I's are together. Now the probability that 2 I's are together is equal to number of arrangements in which 2 I's are together divided by total number of arrangements. Is there any confusion?
जैसे 9 फैक्टोरियल का मतलब मुझे नहीं समझ आया।
9 factorial. Okay. We will also multiply 2 factorial. That two i's, these two i's can be arranged in 2 factorial ways. नाइन फैक्टोरियल किस तरह आया बेटा? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 and this one is the combined box 9, ninth box. 8 single box and 1 combined box is equal to 9 boxes. So 9 factorial for 9 boxes and 2 factorial for 2 i's. That is the arrangement within the box, within the combined box.
ओके सर।
Should we move on?
जी।
Okay. Now 9 factorial divided by 3 factorial into 3 factorial into 2 factorial divided by 10 factorial divided by 3 3 3 2 factorial. Now you can see that we will cancel out these 3 factorial with these 3 factorial 3 factorial 2 factorial with 3 factorial 3 factorial into 2 factorial and the final answer is 9 factorial over 10 factorial. Now in the case of probability, if we will not consider the repetition of elements, will there be any difference?
नो।
Okay. If we will not divide the total number, this one, and the number of outcomes when two i's are together with the number of repetitions, then there will be no effect on the answer. There is no effect on the answer. Okay. क्योंकि वो दोनों आपस में कैंसल आउट हो जाएंगे.
ओके।
समझ आ गई बात?
जी सर।
ठीक है. Now we will use the same method in the question when there is a repetition of letters in the question of combination and we want to find the probability. Okay. पहले हम क्या करते हैं? पहले हमने ये रूल रखा हुआ था कि इन अ क्वेश्चन ऑफ कॉम्बिनेशन वी विल नॉट यूज द कॉम्बिनेशन ऑन द रिपीटेड लेटर्स. यही था ना रूल हमारा.
जी।
अब हम उस बात को कंसिडर नहीं करेंगे कि लेटर्स रिपीट कर रहे हैं, सिर्फ प्रोबेबिलिटी में. फिर बताऊं बेटा?
हाँ, मैं समझ गया।
ठीक है. अब ये देखें. अब वो कहता है कि फाइंड द प्रोबेबिलिटी द सिलेक्शन डज नॉट कंटेन मोर टीज देन एस. टी ज्यादा नहीं होने चाहिए ए से. अब हम कर लेते हैं, पहला केस हम बनाते हैं 1A 0T. So 1A is selected. Total 5 letters are required. Now 4 positions are empty still. For this A, we will write down 2C1. Okay.
लेकिन हम फिर इसमें रिपीटेड लेटर क्यों कंसिडर कर रहे हैं?
बेटा जिस तरह प्रोबेबिलिटी निकालते हुए हमने स्टैटिस्टिक्स के क्वेश्चन में सिर्फ प्रोबेबिलिटी अगर हमने निकालनी हो तो फिर हम चाहे उनको कंसिडर करें या ना करें कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता.
ये किस
यहां
केस
पर
में?
अगर हम इनको कंसिडर कर भी लें तो फिर भी वो कैंसिल आउट हो जाते हैं. अगर ना भी कंसिडर करें तो फिर भी प्रोबेबिलिटी का आंसर सेम रहता है. इन द सिमिलर
ओके।
वे इसमें भी हम वही कॉन्सेप्ट यूज करेंगे, हम इनको डिफरेंट ही ट्रीट करेंगे।
तो सर फिर इसमें 5C4 नहीं लिखना चाहिए सिर्फ, और इसे
अभी
इग्नोर कर दें?
नहीं नहीं नहीं, इसको इग्नोर नहीं ना करना हमने। इस वक्त ये इनको कंसिडर करना है कि ये एज दोनों डिफरेंट है, यानी कि हमने सेम वाली चीज को इग्नोर कर देना है कि दो एज जो है वो सेम है। जैसे हमने वहां पर अगर हम इग्नोर कर देंगे 3 फैक्टोरियल 3 फैक्टोरियल 2 फैक्टोरियल से डिवाइड नहीं करेंगे तो कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा। इसी तरह यहां पर हमने कि ये दो एज जो सेम है इनको हम डिफरेंट ट्रीट करेंगे। यानी कि ए का
ठीक
आ
है।
गया 2C1, बाकी लेटर्स कितने बच गए 5। 5 में से हमने 4 सेलेक्ट करने हैं। फिर हम उसके बाद 1A और 1T कर लेते हैं। 1A 1T, ये हो गया 2C1 इंटू 2C1। देर आर 3 more empty spaces। A और T के, other than A and T we have 5 letters, so 5C3 to fill these 3 places. Now we will consider 2A, we will draw the case for 2A's and 0T. 2A's 0T. This one is 2C2 into 5C3. Other than A and T, we have 5 letters to fill these 3 positions. The number of selections are 5C3. Now 2A's 1T. There are 2 more positions to fill. For 2A's 2C2, for 1T 2C1, for the 2 empty spaces we have 5C2. 2A's 2T's. 2C2 for 2A's, 2C2 for 2T's, and 5C1 for. Now one more case, 0A and 0T. Now there are 5 empty spaces, so 5C5. 5C4, 5 into 2, 10, 40, 10, 20, 5, 1. So total number of ways in which the five number of 5 selections contains not more T's than A's is 86. Now probability of the event, favorable outcomes are 86 and the total number of outcomes are 9C5. This one is the final answer. जी बेटा इसका क्या आंसर है?
फिर 9C5 वो 5
जी बेटा,
फिर 9C5 इसलिए क्योंकि 5
5 हमने आउट ऑफ 9 5 सिलेक्ट करने हैं ना हमने।
ठीक है।
ये कितना बन गया बेटा? आंसर क्या आ गया?
0.683।
ठीक है।
ठीक है सर, मुझे ये क्वेश्चन देखिए।
Look at question number 6. This question is from June 21, 2. Find the total number of different arrangements of the 8 letters in the word tomorrow. Now, there are 3 O's and there are 2 R's. The total letters are 8. So 8 factorial divided by 3 factorial into 2 factorial and equal to 3360. Very easy question. Now part B. Find the total number of different arrangements of the 8 letters in the word tomorrow that have an R at the beginning and at the end, and in which the 3 O's are not all together. 3 O's should not be together. There may be 2 O's together, but not 3. Now, this one is the R, this one is the R, R, R. Now, these 2 R's are not included in the permutations arrangements. We can ignore these two, or we can count these two. Now, we will ignore these R2s. Now, 2 R's. Now, we are left with total 8. 8 minus 2 R's, 6 letters. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, we will combine the 3 O's. One, two, three, and fourth one is the combined box. 4 factorial into 3 factorial. This 3 factorial is for arrangement within this combined box, divided by only 3 factorial, because we have ignored the 2 R's. Now this one is the number of arrangements in which 3 O's can be together. Now we will subtract this from the total number of arrangements. Now we have total 6 letters divided by 3 factorial, and there are 3 O's. There are 3 identical items. So the answer to this question is 96. Now, part C. 4 letters are selected from at random from the 8 letters of the word tomorrow. Now, this question is of combinations. We will use combinations to find out the number of ways, and there is a repetition of letters. C part is find the probability that selection contains at least one O and at least one R. Now for this question, we will have to draw the cases that there is one O, one R, one O, 2 R's, have 2 O's, 1 R, 2 O's, 2 R, and 3 O's, 1 R. And because this question is of probability, we will think that all the items are different. We will ignore that there are 3 same O's, there are 2 same R's. Now we will draw the cases 1 O and 1 R. 1 O, 1 R, Total there should be 4 letters. The total given letters are 8, out of which there are 3 O's and 2 R's. We are left with only 3 letters. So, in case of probability, we will use the combination on the repeated letters. Out of 3 O's, we will select one, and out of 2 R's, we will select one. And out of the remaining 3, we will select 2. Now, 1 O and 2 R's. 1 O and 2 R's. For 1 O, the number of combinations are 3C1 into 2C2 for number of 2 R's into 3C1. Now, next case is 2 O's and 1 R. Out of 3, we will select 2 O's. Out of 2, we will select 1 R. And out of 3, we will select one other number. Now 2 O's and 2 R's. Out of 3 O's, we will select 2. Out of 2 R's, we will select 2. And out of 3, we will select 0. Now 3 O's and 1 R. Out of 3 O's, we will select 3. Out of 2 O's, we will select 1. Out of 2 R's, we will select 1 R. And out of the remaining 3, we will select none. 18 plus 9 plus 18 plus 3 plus 2. The total is 50. So the probability of the event is favorable outcomes is 50 divided by total number of outcomes is 8C4. The final answer is 0.714. So if we want to find out the number of ways in which we can select 4 letters from the 8 available, we want to find out the number of ways in which we can select 4 letters from 8. Then we will not use combination on the repeated letters. But if there is a question about the probability of selecting 4 from the 8, then we will use the combinations. Then we will ignore the same items and we will use combination on the repeated letters also. And we have ignored both the repetitions in the given condition, that is 50, and also for the total number of letters, because when we have selected when we have used 8C4, it means we want to select 4 letters from 8. We will ignore the number of repetitions. If we will not ignore the number of repetitions, then we will have to draw the cases 1O, 0R, 1O, 2R, 1, then 2 O's, 1 R, 0 R, 2 O's, 1 R, 2 O's, 3 R's, 2 R's, 3. We will have to draw all the cases. हमें सारे केस ड्रॉ करने पड़ेंगे. लेकिन इस डिटेल्ड वर्किंग से अवॉइड करने के लिए हम क्या करेंगे, हम ये सोचेंगे कि ऑल द लेटर्स आर डिफरेंट. Thank you.